The beautiful and magical village of Hampi is located just outside the city of HOSPET, located in Karnataka. Today's visit is Hippie Island, just north of the river. This being my second visit, I bypass the village of Hampi and I make a beeline straight for the river, where I catch the first boat and head over towards Hippie Island. Once you get down to the river banks, you'll see that boats will be leaving every 5 minutes. The cost is 50 rupees each direction. You'll be there with many locals and tourists crossing. Many of the tourists are carrying their own mattresses and lugging them up and down the hills and all over. After walking up from the riverbank, I locate the first ice-cold mango smoothie with a great lookout spot so I can start my people watching and filming from that location. Relaxing and taking in the scenery is what Hippie Island's all about, as most of the sites are on the opposite side where Hampi Village is located. Hippie Island is about chilling out, taking in the scenery, climbing some rocks, and seeing beautiful sunsets and sunrises. After finishing my delicious mango smoothie, I headed down that same road towards the mountains and rocks, which were about a quarter-mile walk, where the road started to bend over to the right and horseshoed back to a forested area. I only found this resort because I noticed these 3 people walking towards it, and I followed them to it. After climbing around the rocks for a while, I went back to my lookout spot where I got out my binoculars, and sure enough I could see a small resort area located at the very end of the road coming up off the river. I packed my things up and I headed down the mountain to the trail and started following the 3 travelers. Along the way I saw the workers that were picking the rice and putting it up on the road to dry. After being out in the hot Hampi sun for a while, I felt great when I got into this shaded, cool little hippie haven that I found at the end of the road. The menu looked really good, so I ordered myself a fruit bowl, a strong coffee, and a mango smoothie. All this came to about $4, and this is at MANJU'S place. All the rice production here is done totally by hand, starting with a sickle, then carried, shaken, dried, everything done by hand. I am glad that I found this oasis so I could relax and get out of the heat of the day and start my morning off in a really great way, enjoying nature and the scenery around me. After finishing my breakfast and hanging out with some of the resort's guests that showed me around the different locations and sites that were right there, I headed out back into town and away from this resort here. I spent the remainder of the day checking out all the awesome rock structures and sites around Hippie Island until it was getting a little bit late and the sun was starting to go down, so I found a great spot to watch the sunset, the last one that I would see in Hampi for a while. Nighttime in Hampi village was really bustling, as there was a festival that evening and the streets were packed with people, vendors, with all kinds of excitement, music, and sights to see. Thanks for watching again. This is JP, the GoaGood Traveler. Please visit my site at goagood.com and please subscribe to watch more of these videos as I produce them. Thank you. These are some of my last views of Hampi village as I start heading back into the city of HOSPET, where I have my train there waiting in the next hour or so to take me back to Goa, India. And JP reminds you to love the life you live the life you love, and may God bless all of your travels.